Just your boy, yeah, your badass, on his reaction on Michigan State versus North Carolina. Uh, um, my boys won, of course. They did everything. Uh, I'm happy we won. It was actually almost a damn near blowout. Can't get enough. You can't get enough. I can't get enough of Michigan State. I can't ask for too much, really. Can't complain either for too much about them. It's some things they got to work on. That's, of course, that's natural. You know what I'm saying? That's with any team. So, for the most part, they did what they supposed to do, which is get the W. Go ahead and get that W. They did. They went out there and took care of business. Period. It's just nothing. It's really nothing too much I can complain about. Only thing I personally think they need to work on is the foul situation, turning the ball over. Like I've been saying in my other videos about Michigan State. That's the only two things you really can complain about is about the fouling and turning the ball over. That's one of the reasons why we lost. Duke, I believe so. The Duke game, because foul, and most likely turning the ball over. That was our first loss, which I actually kind of expected would happen until I saw they won a preseason game. I'm like, all right, Michigan State got a shot. Come to find out, they did their thing. They had the lead and whatnot. Oh my God, excuse me. They did their thing for the most part. It just Duke's a better team than us. Period. It's just gonna come down to that. Duke is a better team than us, and we turned the ball one too many times. We fought back. We did what we supposed to do. But anyway, I don't think we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We got the L instead of getting the W. But it is what it is. But back on this North Carolina versus Michigan State. Michigan State won by 18 points, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. They won by 18 points. The highest lead was 21. They fought. North Carolina, I'll give y'all a shout out. Y'all did y'all thing, but when y'all playing a team like Michigan State and you're not better than them, you got to keep the lead, or you got to keep the lead in reasonable range, because when we get our opponent up by 10, 12, 14 points, and especially if it's in the second half, it's over. It's 9 out of 10 is over, especially if we're a better team than you. There's no way you're going to catch up, period. It's just that simple. And that been proven. What else can I really say? Our scorer leader was Joshua Lumford. He scored, I think, a high of 23 points. He was 8 for 11 and 2 for 2 for the free throw. Can't complain. Like I said. Michigan State did what they supposed to do, which is getting a W. I don't care how you get the W, as long as you get the W. That's just that. I don't care how ugly it is. You got to get that W. That's a must. Michigan State is out there. Like I was saying last season, they lost about 15 points. They lost 15 points. They lost 15 games. One of them reasons was because injuries. And the other reason why they freshmen was very young. They was a young team, very young. One of the youngest team in the country, if not the youngest. So that's another reason why we lost. And we didn't. It was injuries. We didn't have nobody over 6'8". And I must say, I'm glad Michigan Tom Izzo, shout out to Tom Izzo for getting somebody who more than 6'10", 6'11". We got a guy who's 6'11". Michigan Tom Izzo is not the type of coach who gonna get 6'11", 7'1", 7'2" type players. He's just not that type of player. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not. And I salute to him because I was waiting for this for the longest. And by them not doing it, it make him, I personally think, the best coach in the country. For the simple fact, he goes to the playoff every single year. Every single year he goes to the playoff. And they usually don't get put out until the Elite Eight. For the past 2 seasons, we haven't got past the first 3 rounds, honestly. When we have Valentine, we got put out the first round. Just last year, we got put out the second round. And I was saying, don't be surprised if Michigan State be one of the last 14 because how a freshman was playing. All they freshmen came back. I was kind of wary about Miles Bridges because I didn't know if he was gonna come back. Come find out he did. Salute to him. I'm glad he did. We needed him to come back. I'm glad he came back. That was a good thing. I say why I say Michigan State is what could be one of the last 14. For the simple fact, they got great players over there. Michigan State, they freshmen. All they freshmen from last season came back. For 1, 2, all of them got better, in my opinion, so far. So it's not even just that. They got some more. They got maybe 2 or 3 leaders, singers. So that's excellent. So when you got leaders like Tum Tum, McQueen, I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but like we got players like that to lean on. You could go far. Tom Izzo, and another thing why I think Tom Izzo is the best coach in the country because he's the type of coach he gonna coach through the whole game. It don't matter how big the lead is or not. He's going to coach. He's going to get on your case. You could be winning by 60, 80, 100, even 100 points. If his player do something wrong, especially one of his leaders, he's going to jump down your case. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Like, I love that about Tom Izzo. He coached throughout the whole game. And last season, he should have. I don't think he won the Coach of the Year, but he should have. Just for the simple fact, he had no choice. Last season, he had no choice but to coach throughout the whole games because that's how young his team was. He was they was very young. So, wow. I love that by Tom Izzo. He coached throughout the game. It's not that too many coaches who gonna coach throughout the whole game, especially if you winning 60, 70, 80 points. Just saying, if you blowing them out, it doesn't matter. Game's over. Game's over. Like you could mess up and still win by. Say you got them by 50, you could still cut it down to 25 and still win the game. Like it's over. Like it doesn't matter. You know, as long as you don't cut it down to 10, 15 points, we're good. You know, that's how I look at it. But I'm glad we got a coach like Tom Izzo. He's a great coach. I knew he was going to go to the Hall of Fame. Next, I'm looking for Dan Antonio from Michigan State football team to go in the Hall of Fame. He's one hell of a coach as well from Michigan State. He go to the playoff every year, and just last year was the first time in a long time. And I'm gonna do a video on that soon coming up, talking about the last season of Michigan State football team. So be looking out for that. This your boy Ain't Badass. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button for your boy. Dislike, it doesn't matter. You could comment. If I see you comment, I'll comment back to you. It's your boy. I'm out.